everyone, breaking news. The Ijaw people have declared that they want to have Ijaw Nation or Ijaw Republic. This is as a result of what is happening in Rivers State, the crisis that is going on in Rivers State. You guys know that Ijaw people are actually treated differently from other communities. It's just like, for example, when the way they were enslaving Igbo people, when Igbo people were having problem with other ethnic groups, in the sense that Igbo people were treated differently, Igbo people were not allowed to participate in anything politics. That was when Igbo people say they wanted to have Biafra, they wanted to have Igbo nation, they wanted to just stay on their own. Now it's not applicable to Ijaw people. Ijaw people said they cannot keep enduring the way other communities are treating them. They want to stay on their own. Anyway guys, I don't want to talk too much. I want you guys to watch the video so you guys to hear what the youth president of Ijaw have to say concerning this issue and the reason why they want Ijaw Nation. Take a look at this video guys. I'll be right back.
The gathering of Ijaw Nation in Bayelsa, Yenegua, precisely the state capital, the Jerusalem of Ijaw Nation, is far beyond what is happening in Rivers State. You know, since after 1999, when the Ijaw Nation gathered in Kayama, where the IYC, our one and only pressure group, was bettered. Since after that, we haven't had a reason to gather our house. So I can categorically say that what happened in Rivers State to a larger extent is blessing in disguise, because it has also awakened the consciousness of the Ijaw ethnic nationality, why they need to sit down and critically assess their existence as a people in the country called Nigeria. And you know, they always said there are times when issues happen, it also give results to a form of blessings. As a conscious Ijaw youth, and as the president of the formidable Ijaw Youth Council, IYC, I believe that the Rivers State incident is awakening the consciousness of the Ijaw people, and it has given us reasons why we need to reassess ourselves, and that has led to this gathering where very pertinent and important issues were raised and discussed. First of all, the Niger Delta that we find ourselves is the center of minority. And as such, Ijaw happens to be the largest ethnic nationality that domicile here in the Niger Delta. And all our agitations has always been the well-being of the entire minorities in the Niger Delta. When you come to the oil and gas industry, I can categorically tell you that about 75% of the oil and gas facility and activities are domiciled in Ijaw land. For the well-being and the survival of Ijaw nation, the Nigerian nation, the Ijaw ethnic nationality has over time contributed a quota. We understand that we have been clamoring for resource control. That has not come, but we have been comfortable living with our neighbors, our brothers, from all these geopolitical zones, irrespective of what we are contributing to the Nigerian state and what we are getting as a people. We can recall that some of these fears were the reasons why the late Major Asaspa Asigboro of blessed memory decided to declare the Niger Delta Republic that lasted for 12 days. which is called the 12-day revolution. Down the line, we were believing that some forms of amendments are going to be made, and the interests and the fears of the minority will be put into consideration in the Nigerian state. And today, in our own generation, the things that the likes of late Major Ziporo was afraid of are still being made manifest in our own generation. And it calls for worry. We can recall the first executive governor of Bayelsa State was impeached. It is the same enemies of Ijaw nation, just because he was championing a fight for resource control. It is still fresh in our memory how he was embarrassed and taken out of office. Despite our contribution to the oil and gas industries, our lands and our environment is one of the highly polluted environments. We have been appealing to the federal government, even though the resource control has not been granted to us. Try as much as possible to see how our environment can be put in order, remediate our hydrocarbon polluted environment, so that some of us that are farmers can go back to agriculture. The federal government decide to give us deaf ears. We are not jealous or envious of the Ogoni people, but their resolve have given them the needed results. Today, Ogoni land is being remediated just because they said that until their land is remediated, oil and gas activities is not going to be allowed. And today, their resolve have given them the results. As a Ijaw people, we believe it's high time we also take the Ogoni templates. And some of the environmental challenges that we are facing, we are also discussed in the summit. So I'm just telling you.
You guys have seen the reason why Ijaw people say they wanted to stay on their own. Number one is because of the river crisis. These people are always treated differently. For example, if something happened in River State now, they will come and attack Ijaw people. Like, they don't know why. And the youth president is saying, it's better all this river crisis now that is happening is going on. That is better. They like the way that river crisis is going on. So that it will help them to have their own nation. Because normally, these people have always wanted to stay on their own. Did you see the way Wike is even treating the Ijaw people? Wike opened his mouth and said that Ijaw people are not Igbo. If Wike can hate Ijaw people like this, then remember when Wike was the governor of River State, he did 8 years there. When he was governor of River State, imagine how the Ijaw people were suffering that time when Wike was the governor. Because the hatred for Ijaw people is something I don't even understand. The way Wike hates Ijaw people. That's why you see Asari Dukobo always fighting for the Ijaw people. And Asari Dukobo said anytime that Wike is doing something, he should make sure that he puts Ijaw people there. If he doesn't put Ijaw people there, there's going to be war. There will be fights. He's going to fight Wike. And now, finally, the president has come out to say that they want to stay on their own. Anyway, guys, that is all we have for today. Let me know your thought below. What do you really think about what this youth president of Ijaw have said? What do you think? Do you think it's a good idea for them to have their own republic? Or you do think it's not best for them to have their own republic? So, guys, let me know your thought below. And also, if you know you're new to this channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, like, and share. So, guys, thanks for watching.